Tonight, on BCN Weekly News. In this week's special report, the proposal for general requirement modification has been released. Follow reporter McCormack in her investigation to explore the possible reasons for these updates. Plus, coverage on the Forum for Campus Planning and Effectiveness. Reporter Michael Harbin attended these events to see students' concerns and areas of interest. Also, did an event with food, activities, and excitement. The Center for International Education hosts TGIF every week. Amaya Weekly attended one of these events. And a new segment on BCN Weekly News where we give you one positive things happening on campus. Stay tuned to hear more about this week's Berea Bright Side. All of this and more coming up soon, tonight on BCN Weekly News.
Live from BCNR's studio in Berea, Kentucky, this is BCN Weekly News.
Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of BCN Weekly News. My name is Dain Jung. You may have heard some rumors around campus that there may be changes to these current general requirements. If so, those rumors are correct. McCormack explained these changes and the next steps.
Big things are happening at BereaCollege. What we know is that the general requirements are changing right before our very eyes. The GEM Council, or the General Education Modification Council, has been working for months to produce a revision to Berea's general requirement program. Some reasons for this include outdated and unnecessary coursework for students. For instance, GSTR 332 is being replaced by 2 science courses, where students can choose their selected interest. Overall, the GEM is working to favor students' interest at hand. 2 weeks ago, new modifications were released to the general faculty. These new classes will include themes of sustainability, seeking meaning, power and equity, and holistic wellness. The final proposal sent out included some alternatives to general requirements that are already offered at Berea, such as small group meetings for first years as opposed to convocations. In the proposal, there is a multitude of ideas, prompts, and alterations to the current general requirements that allow for students to express more creative freedom and mental exercise than currently allowed. For instance, the new Writing Rich program, or alternative 410 capstone research rather than a paper. I had the opportunity to sit down with co-chair and education studies professor Dr. John Saderholm to learn more about the GEM and its importance.
The current program, faculty have thought for a while, emphasized certain disciplines more than others. It is very, I guess the word is prescriptive, meaning it's just students don't have a lot of choice. It's hard to get courses to be approved to fit in the general education program currently. And lastly, there are many departments that just didn't see themselves in it, all of the departments. So every department should see itself in this curriculum. And we wanted it to, obviously it needed to represent the specialness of the college. We're pretty significantly a mission-driven institution, and so we've got equity and social justice work that the college really focuses on, and we wanted to see that still.
Some last notes about the GEM. In April, the general faculty will be voting on turning this proposal into action. If so, these proposals will go into effect in 2 years, meaning that it is unlikely for any current student to be affected by this revision. Until the next general faculty meeting, we still do not have enough information to close this long, ongoing story, but I'll be sure to cover it as it goes. For more information, contact Gerald Sipple or Dr. John Saderholm. Reporting from outside the quad for BCN Weekly News, Matt Carmack. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Mac. We're excited to see where this story goes and when these new policies will be implemented. In other news, the Strategic Planning Committee is working on improving certain aspects of BereaCollege. Reporter Michael Harbin with more on this.
Good afternoon. This is reporter Michael Harbin III reporting outside of Baird. Behind me is the Institutional Planning and Effectiveness Action Forum, and here's what happened. The forums hosted on Tuesday, March 28th at both 3 and 4 p.m. were spaces where the Strategic Planning Council allows students to give input on certain topics affecting Berea College. The forum focused on 11 areas of possible improvement for Berea that the SCP was able to develop based on specific commitments of the college, as well as information they were able to gather via various evaluations and research. The forum consisted of people on the SCP board, as well as faculty related to departments such as labor, student life, disabilities, and more, to help facilitate the discussion to see what the college community saw as important and give insight on changes already in the works to improve Berea College. At the end of the discussion, students were able to take a survey ranking the 11 proposed improvements from least to most important to them, as well as give some open-ended feedback. We will keep you updated as the results for these forum comes out. This is Michael Harbin III reporting for BCN Weekly News outside of Baird. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Mike. Be sure to fill out this survey so the SCP is able to accommodate future students' needs. We'll be right back with more news after this short break.
Looking for a fun summer labor position? Join Christian Appalachian Project as a counselor at one of their beautiful summer camps in eastern Kentucky. Inspire and mentor children living in poverty while enjoying kayaking, arts and crafts, basketball, swimming, and other fun activities. You also qualify for an AmeriCorps Education Award on top of your regular paycheck. Text Emily at 606-386-0002 to get started. Your perfect summer awaits.
Thanks for staying with us. Every Friday, the Center for International Education hosts an event about a certain country. Their food, activities, and a PowerPoint is offered within that country. Amaya Weekly with more.
The Center for International Education hosts an event every Friday at noon called TGIF, or Think Globally, It's Friday. TGIF is an educational opportunity for students to learn about and engage in a different culture every week. These events consist of a speaker and a presentation which includes an informative slideshow detailing the aspects of the country's culture, climate, politics, animals, and more. In addition to the presentation, employees and those associated with the CIE serve a lunch inspired by the country being detailed that week. I attended last week's TGIF event for March 24th. The country for the week was Trinidad and Barbados, and the event featured student speaker Aja Armstrong. I spoke with first-year student Chloe Byler, who attends these events frequently, for more information on the countries that have been covered at the TGIF events.
I love going to TGIFs. I think I've been to every single one this semester, besides, I think, Brazil. But I love just experiencing other cultures. I think my favorite one was Thailand. That one was a lot of fun. The presentation was really pretty. Thailand is beautiful, and I love that. We also have a study abroad opportunity to Thailand that I'm thinking about doing next year, so solely based off of that presentation. And the food was delicious, so.
This is all we have for now, but we hope students continue to utilize educational programs and events here on campus. Reporting for BCN Weekly News, this was Amaya Weekly. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Amaya. To get some tasty food and knowledge, attend this week's TGIF over Italy. In other news, a new segment on BCN Weekly News, sometimes we focus on serious things, and we'd like to show you some positive things about Berea. This week, we are making the Berea bright side about BereaCollege Radio. BC Radio has been providing diverse shows by students, faculty staffs, and members of the Berea community. Normally, BC Radio offers to talk show on topics ranging from sports to politics to sexual topics. This semester, BC Radio continues to offer a variety of radio shows hosted by diverse radio producers. Especially in this semester, we have two significant radio producers who are shining a bright light on BereaCollege. John is hosting Motivational Monday, TikTok Thursday, and Chart Rewind every Friday. Also, Sabrina hosts the Under the Sun show every week. These two students have been engaging with the fellow students to create a positive community through their show. I spoke with them to get what it means to them.
My favorite part of doing the radio show, I really get a behind-the-scenes kind of look on what goes on, like the production aspects. Getting to choose my own music, of course, is always a boost, but I really like learning how to do the production aspect, and it's really helped me figure out that I may want to be a radio producer once I graduate. All the DJs and producers here, they do their own kind of thing. They all have their own niches, so there's definitely a show for everybody.
So during COVID, I started listening to a lot of just like audio, well, not videos, but like just the audio. And so I grew up listening to radios. I liked listening to podcasts. And so I just love the way that whenever someone speaks, you could just imagine what they're saying and you could feel like you're there. So I wanted to be one of the voices that was like in somebody's ear, encouraging them and like helping them go through life. I honestly, Berea's radio show is an amazing opportunity for anyone who wants to get out there. So please tune in anytime to any radio show. My radio show shows Sundays 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. But there's so many other student radio shows, and so I would recommend just to go on the website or even the app, or just whatever you have to do, just get there and watch the shows or listen to the shows. They're amazing, and I really feel like it's an amazing outlet for BereaCollege students.
They are excited to be a part of BC Radio and are committed to making a positive impact on BereaCollege community. If you are interested in BC Radio, you can tune in BC Radio through bcradio.com and BC News and Radio mobile apps. Stay tuned for more updates on BC Radio show that will brighten up your day and help you stay motivated throughout this week. On behalf of our news team, thank you for watching BCN Weekly News. I am Dain Jong. For more coverage, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at BereaCollege News Radio and watch our show online at www.bcnewsradio.com. We will see you next week. Good night.